Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. We're the Movie Couple. I'm Dustin.
I'm Wendy.
And this is our review for Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick is directed by Joseph Kosinski and stars Tom Cruise, Miles Teller, Jennifer Connelly, Jon Hamm, Glen Powell, Louis Pullman, and Ed Harris. After almost more than 30 years, Pete Maverick Mitchell is ordered back to the elite school of Top Gun to train a detachment of special graduates for a special assignment. After so many years, Top Gun 2 is finally here. It has been, 34 years? No, 36 years.
God, we're old.
Holy cow, since the first Top Gun came out. And Top Gun is very much a part of my childhood. There are stories about me as a kid and Top Gun.
Comment below if you guys want to hear the story. Maybe we'll put it up as a separate short video or something like that.
Anyways, there's been talk about this movie for so long. And I have to tell you, when I first heard about it, I had mixed feelings about it. I'm like, no, don't touch Top Gun. You can never do it right. Before we got the first trailers, I really had mixed feelings about it.
And then after the first trailer, I think both of our feelings equally changed, and we both got very excited. We bought into the hype for this movie. And I think it was because of a lot of you guys who commented below that first trailer reaction, talking about it was, if not all, practical, actual military planes that obviously the actors were not allowed to fly because they're military, not even Tom Cruise himself. But there was also then that special behind the scenes look of the most intense film training, and that really, if anybody was ever on the fence for the Top Gun Maverick movie, show them that video, and I think anybody can be swayed to say, I am very excited about it. Visually, it is stunning. Dustin and I got to see it in IMAX. We were actually given a choice. It's, from what I understand, it's being offered in Dolby, large format, and IMAX. So naturally, we picked IMAX.
Because honestly, this movie you want to see in IMAX, since it is, from what it all looks like, 100% practical. I'm sure there's some CG fixing up here and there somewhere in the movie, but you can't tell. It looks 100% real. It is amazing. It is beautiful. You want to see every last shot on the biggest screen you can possibly see it.
Yeah, so obviously the visuals, the way they capture the planes, and the way the seat vibrates and shakes when, during any of the flight sequences, it just adds to your movie-going experience. So if you're kind of thinking, oh my gosh, which format do I choose? If you're able to get IMAX, like a true IMAX, get IMAX, and then I would say, check out, I'm a fan of Dolby Cinema, so I say, go for that. But I think if you see it in any of the special format that they offer, I don't think you can go wrong. With this film, kind of like what Dustin said in the beginning, is we're catching up with where Maverick is. And what I really liked about it's so cohesive to the original, but it didn't really hark back to too many nostalgia moments. There are some, but it doesn't beat you over the head with it.
No.
It doesn't need it. Do you probably need to see the first Top Gun? Probably. But also it's a good movie, so definitely watch it before you go see this anyways, And if you haven't seen it in a while, it's worth a rewatch. But it kind of picks up, where Maverick is, what he's doing. Hasn't really changed much,
Nope.
Just want to manage expectations.
Well, because Tom Cruise has not aged very much in the last 36 years.
Yeah.
So it fits in quite perfectly. And that is something that I really enjoyed about this movie, is that it really does stand on its own, and it doesn't just push the fighter jet porn down your throat. It really does. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. The fighter jets are awesome. All of the scenes are amazing with that in there. But even the moments that are character building, the moments that are pushing a story forward, a narrative forward, those are still it draws you in. You're interested in what's going on with these characters. You're interested in these relationships. And I think they did just the perfect amount of each relationship, of not trying to hit it over the head with certain kinds of taboos that you could kind of throw in there with this group of Top Gun fighter pilots. And there's not a moment in this movie that I'm like, or I'm just like bored, or if I'm like, I'm not interested. You are focused and you're involved the entire time for this story. And then they throw all the fighter jet stuff at you, and then you're just like, whew. I have to admit, when they started to play Highway to the Danger Zone, and you got all of these amazing shots on the aircraft carrier, there are moments where I start getting emotional and tearing up seeing these shots, and it is just, I want to go see it again.
Yeah, absolutely want to see it again. You talk about getting emotional. I really didn't think I was going to get emotional over Top Gun 2. I expected emotional moments. You know, there are some in the first one, obviously. And I expected, you know, something like that in this film. But I was like, okay, I got this. I've seen Top Gun. They can't hurt me, right? And the thing is, what you said earlier about this film, the pacing, how you're always entertained throughout the film. It is so well placed. The music's well placed, and they let you get to know these characters. It is very much Maverick's story, but they do bring in that new class of younger pilots. And I think, in order to feel connected to a movie, a lot of times you want to feel connected to the character. So we're obviously connected, feel connected with Maverick because we've met him already. There's a history there, but how do we go on caring about this new class of graduates? And this movie does exactly that. There obviously is a little bit of link back to Goose. We won't tell you exactly how that plays out, but Miles Teller with the mustache,
holy cow,
really, you can really pass him off of being this, like, he is. It's insane sometimes watching. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Miles Teller. So that's really something incredible to watch.
It's the mustache.
Yeah, and journey with them through. It really is the mustache. And journey with them throughout the film. And when we get to the third act, which is my favorite act of film, because we said that they are, train them for a specific mission. I won't tell you guys about the mission because I think spoilers, but it is dangerous, and there are high stakes. And that is where I think they really held all of their trump cards at the end for a lot of the cool aerial maneuvers, which they peppered kind of throughout, but the good stuff is really at the end, where it went somewhere I did not expect. And I was already expecting, because it's Tom Cruise and Jerry Bruckheimer, so I was expecting them to pull all the stops, but they did something that I didn't expect, and I loved it, and I can't wait to see it again. And towards the end is really where I got emotional. I was like wiping away tears.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, who am I? I talked to myself and I said, there's no need to get emotional about Top Gun 2. You can get emotional about Top Gun 2.
Even though you've probably guessed by now what we're going to rate this, I think it's time for us to give our ratings for this movie. If you don't know what our rating system is, it is available below in the video description. But Wendy, what would you rate this movie?
It's not for me.
For a second I was like, wait, that's not the... Oh, it's a joke. It's a joke.
It is 100% catch it. Is it catch or check it? I don't
catch
even know.
It opening night.
Catch it opening night. I mean, the trailers, I was very hyped from the trailers. And you can buy into the hype because it is a damn good movie. It's probably one of... I know we're still in, just end of May, or actually mid-May right now. So it's interesting that I'm going to put this already in my top 5 of 2022. But it's in the top 5 of 2022. So yeah, absolutely catch it opening night.
I am right there with you. Catch it opening night. It is definitely going to be in my top 5 movies of 2022. I cannot wait for me to be able to talk to my dad and be like, Dad, you have to see this movie. There's going to be a huge generation, like just a huge groups of generations that are going to love this movie. So I want to go see it with my dad. I'm very psyched for this. All of you, catch it opening night.
It's interesting. My dad also showed me this film.
Really?
When I was little, yeah. At home, I didn't go to the movie theater for this, but he's like, you gotta watch Top Gun. My mom's like, what are you showing her? The woman who showed me It, the TV series, yelled at my dad about showing me Top Gun, which is worse. I say it's It. Anyways.
I think I'd be more traumatized by It. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching our video. We had a blast seeing this movie. Definitely don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment below. What are some of your favorite lines from Top Gun? Because there actually are a lot of them.
And the first one?
From the first one. From I Feel the Need. The need for speed.
I don't know why this is not a Top Gun thing.
See you guys in the next video.
Bye.